Hello, everyone. Today, let's make a beloved, classic dish that pairs perfectly with rice. Stir-fried pork belly with green peppers. When prepared correctly, the pork belly slices are seared to aromatic perfection, flavorful and rich without feeling greasy, while the green peppers remain fresh, spicy, and crisp. Coated in a savory, umami-rich sauce, the meat and peppers are incredible when mixed with rice. Every bite is deeply satisfying. It's a favorite for countless people, a go-to dish whether for everyday meals or when hosting guests. The nutritional balance is excellent, too. Pork belly provides high-quality protein and plenty of energy, while green peppers are rich in vitamin C and dietary fiber, effectively cutting through the richness of the meat for a balanced, delicious meal. Many home cooks run into common pitfalls with this dish, ending up with overly greasy fat or tough, flavorless meat. Today, I'll share a foolproof home-style recipe that allows even kitchen beginners to easily achieve restaurant-quality flavor. To make this dish, let's start by selecting our ingredients. For the peppers, the star of the show, you don't need to stick to a specific variety. Simply choose based on your spice tolerance. If you love spicy food and crave a fresh, fiery kick, go for the slender, fresh green peppers. They have firm flesh and an intense heat that delivers a bold, savory flavor, perfect for those who love a spicy punch. If you prefer something milder, choose the thin-skinned, tiger skin peppers, often wrinkled in appearance. They offer a gentle heat with a hint of natural sweetness. Their thin skin absorbs flavors easily, and they become tender and mellow when cooked, making them the ideal choice for households with elderly family members or children. Just pick the type that suits your taste. After washing the peppers, cut them into small sections. The next step involves a crucial technique that many people overlook, one that determines whether the dish turns out greasy or aromatic. Heat your wok or pan over high heat until completely dry. Without adding any oil, toss the pepper sections directly into the pan and dry fry them until they soften. Then remove them and set aside. There are several great benefits to dry frying the peppers beforehand. First, it softens and sets their shape, ensuring they cook through and absorb flavors quickly when stir-fried later with the pork belly. No need for prolonged cooking. Second, dry frying breaks down the waxy outer layer of the peppers and draws out excess moisture. This prevents them from soaking up excessive oil during the final stir-fry, resulting in a dish that is fresh, non-greasy, and economical with oil. In contrast, if raw peppers are tossed directly into the hot oil, they remain tough and hard to cook through despite long frying times. The skin often burns while the inside stays raw, severely compromising the dish's texture. With the peppers prepped and set aside, let's move on to selecting the meat. For this dish, you must choose pork belly with a good balance of fat and lean meat, ideally a cut with distinct layers, often called three-layer pork belly, with a ratio of roughly 30% fat to 70% lean meat. Too much fat results in a pool of grease, making the dish cloying and unappetizing after just a few bites. Conversely, too much lean meat is problematic. Without the fat to baste the meat during cooking, the slices become dry and stringy, lacking the signature succulent, savory richness of pork belly, which significantly diminishes the flavor. Once you've selected the pork belly, wash it thoroughly and slice it into pieces of uniform thickness. Avoid slicing them too thinly. A thickness roughly equal to 2 stacked coins is ideal. Slices that are too thin tend to break apart during frying, whereas maintaining some thickness allows the fat to render out while locking in the meat's tenderness, resulting in a superior mouthfeel. With the meat sliced, it's time to start cooking. Begin by heating the wok over high heat to evaporate any residual moisture completely. Ensure there isn't a single drop of water left before adding the meat. When the pork belly first hits the pan, the fat hasn't yet rendered, meaning there is little oil present and the meat is prone to sticking. To prevent this, add a tiny amount of cooking oil to coat the bottom of the wok. Just enough to lubricate the surface is sufficient. Maintain low heat and stir-fry gently. Don't rush to flip the meat immediately after adding it. Let the bottom of the slices sear and set first. As the cooking progresses, the fat will gradually render out, and the rich, savory aroma of the pork will become increasingly pronounced. Once the fatty parts turn slightly translucent and the edges begin to curl, with clear rendered pork fat pooling in the pan, you've achieved the perfect state. Cooking with this rendered fat yields a much richer aroma than using standard cooking oil alone. It is a secret to making this dish so appetizing and perfect with rice. While the meat is rendering, crush a few cloves of fresh garlic and mince them finely. Minced garlic is a superstar for enhancing home-style stir-fries. It releases a robust aroma, cuts through the greasiness of the pork belly, and boosts the overall savory flavor of the dish. Here is a common pitfall to avoid. We initially put only the fatty pork belly slices into the pan. The leaner slices should be added later, rather than dumping everything in at once. Lean meat has tighter fibers and less moisture. If added too early and fried alongside the fat for a long time, it quickly dries out and toughens up, becoming stringy and unpleasant, losing the tender, savory quality that makes pork belly so delicious. Adding the meat in batches ensures the fat becomes crispy and aromatic without feeling greasy, while the lean meat retains its natural juices and flavor. Continue stir-frying the fatty slices over low heat to slowly render out the fat. The more fat you render out now, the less greasy the final dish will feel. Plus, cooking with this rendered fat creates a much more fragrant result than using plain cooking oil. Once the fatty parts are translucent, the edges are curling, and a good amount of clear fat has accumulated in the pan, add the lean meat slices and stir-fry quickly until the surface changes color and sets. Immediately add the minced garlic to the pan and stir-fry slowly with the meat. Keep the heat low. Do not stir-fry over high heat, or the garlic will easily burn and turn bitter, ruining the flavor. Stir gently until the garlic turns slightly golden and releases a subtle aroma that blends with the scent of the meat. Then, you are ready for the next step. Continue stir-frying for another 10 seconds or so. First, add a small teaspoon of salt to season the meat. Stir well so the salt gradually permeates the slices, ensuring the flavor isn't just on the surface, but penetrates the meat itself. After seasoning, add all the pre-fried chili pieces into the wok. Stir-fry quickly with the pork belly so the chilies fully absorb the rendered pork fat and meaty aroma, while also releasing their own unique, fresh, spicy flavor. At this point, the combined aromas of garlic, meat, and chili are incredibly appetizing. Next, drizzle in some light soy sauce. This step is essential. Without soy sauce, you won't achieve that rich, savory depth, and the meat won't have that glossy, appetizing sheen. The dish just wouldn't be quite right. Add a spoonful of oyster sauce as well. It further enhances the umami and aroma while giving the dish a brighter, more tempting color. Once all the seasonings are in, turn up the heat and stir-fry briskly for about a minute until the chilies and meat are evenly coated in the sauce. Then turn off the heat and plate the dish. And there you have it. Our stir-fried pork belly with chilies is ready. The meat is seared and fragrant without being greasy, and the chilies are fresh, spicy, and flavorful. Coated in rich sauce, it's perfect for mixing with rice, a true rice killer of a dish. It uses simple, affordable ingredients and makes a fantastic lunchbox meal, delicious and budget-friendly. Give it a try at home. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a like and share it with your family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss future home-style cooking updates. Feel free to let me know in the comments what kind of dishes you'd like to see next. I'll do my best to feature them in future videos. Thanks for watching.